Good day, people. Trust God you are doing well. How have you been? The hand of the Lord will safely bear us to the end of the year in the name of Jesus. I just have a little challenge to us this day, and it comes as a question. For what are you sent? For what are you sent? The popular saying says that if the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. And this is responsible for the reason why many people are busy but guilty, busy doing some other things different from what they are actually caught out for. And because of this, they are not living fulfilled lives. In fact, one tragedy that can befall a man actually is when he does not know the purpose for which he is created. This is not a good thing, because such a person will just float about, loaf about in life, and will achieve nothing. The scriptural background for this is taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 17. Some things that come before this place, but here Apostle Paul was talking to the Corinthian church, and he had to say categorically in verse 17, he said, "For Christ did not send me to baptize, but to preach the gospel, and not with words of eloquent wisdom, lest the cross of Christ be emptied of its power." Apostle Paul was very sure and was certain of what God had called him into. He had to talk earlier in the previous passages, in previous verses before this place, where people were talking about the number of people I have baptized. I am of Paul, I am of Cephas, and he was asking the question: is Christ actually divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Were you baptized in the name of Paul? And it was then, when he got to verse 17, that he had to talk about the fact that I was called as an apostle to preach the gospel and not to baptize. Yeah, this is a man that was so sure of what God had called him into, and he did not lose focus in carrying out this assignment. So it's important for each one of us, and the question to ask is, am I fulfilling purpose? Am I actually on the course of what God has called me into? You know, there are so many frustrated medical doctors around, and there are fulfilled mechanics. That's a funny. There could be a frustrated lawyer, a legal practitioner, and there could be an accomplished musician, a music minister. So it all boils down to fulfilling purpose, doing that which God has designed each one of us to do. And the question again, as we wrap up today, is, am I fulfilling purpose? Now, one thing that is important to note is that it is never late for anyone now to discover their purpose. It's never late. But one thing that is certain is, it must be known that it's only in Jesus that a man can find accurate definition to his life. Because anything gotten outside of Christ will be chaotic and lead nowhere. The question comes again today: for what are you sent? For what am I sent? By the grace of God, next broadcast, we'll start a study from the life of Jonah. I'm very sure it will bless your life. May the Lord keep you fit. May the Lord keep you blessed and rapturing, even till the next time that we'll meet. It's your brother, Olaoluwa. God bless you.